Thinking about going into the lint brush business, Stu.
They are handy when you have puppies.
We're gonna, yeah, yeah, no kidding. What's up, everybody? Welcome to CopyandContent.AI Report, where we talk about whatever the hell we want to talk about, which is mostly sales, sales copy, content marketing, ads, fitness, and all kinds of other stuff. And today we're talking about why people buy and how to put a message in front of them to make them want to buy by answering how many questions? Three questions,
Three.
Stu. Three questions. In fact, we are going to actually, we're going to do an experiment, and we're going to rewrite one of Stu's book sales letters.
Oh,
You didn't know that, did you?
I did not.
Yes, we are. And we're going to do it with one of your perennial favorites, which is 12 Weeks to Buds.
Okay.
So we'll get to that in a minute. But Stu, a little something happened this week with a couple of companies, one nobody'd ever heard of. And I'm going to harken back to something you said in just a moment. But NVIDIA, which, by the way, none of this is investment advice. We're not qualified to even tell you how to brush your dog's coat, let alone invest your money. Okay.
But do I own NVIDIA? Yes.
Yeah, I own NVIDIA as well. I have owned NVIDIA at various times in my life and
Yes.
have made money from it. So this week, something that looked like a fat whale from Pinocchio or a giant goldfish from Keebler, whoever makes them, okay, came along and tanked NVIDIA stock because they were able to make an AI engine without advanced chips and all this other stuff. A wise man I know once said to me, "Hey, since when did the Russians become our friends?" And also someone who said, "Since when can communists be our friends?" Okay, so now I don't normally get political, but communism sucks and
Yeah.
communists suck. The people don't suck, but communism as a system sucks. If that offends you and triggers you, you probably should unfriend and maybe even report me to someone who gives a crap. Okay? So
Yes.
not big on communism, real big on capitalism.
Amen.
That felt good, you
Yeah,
know?
it's good to let it out, Jim.
Yes,
Let it out.
screw the communists and all the crap they do with stealing our intellectual property, releasing viruses upon the world, and generally causing havoc. Okay, screw you. If I could sue you, I would.
Yeah.
So, okay, back to the Keebler elf cookie here that was the DeepSeek thing. So I actually, here's the other thing, okay? We were all going to be eating with chopsticks and saluting the flag of the Chinese Communist Party because of TikTok. Now all of a sudden it's like, but it's okay that they came along with this thing that looks like a whale that ate Pinocchio or Geppetto, and you're gonna let it like think for you with its AI model? What are you, high? And so I guess I'd smoked a little of that hopium because I actually installed it, Stu.
Oh,
Installed it on my phone that was made in China. Okay. And I played with it. Meh.
yeah. You know what you should ask it about? Ask it
I,
about communism compared to ChatGPT's communism.
well, I did ask it, how are you better than ChatGPT? And all it said was refer to our documentation.
Mm.
And I asked it a bunch of questions, and all it could say was refer to our documentation. And my opinion, my own uneducated, I couldn't be your vet or your rabbi opinion, is it was basically at the level of GPT-3. It's
Yeah, I
basically
would agree.
it's basically where ChatGPT was 2 years ago. And so, okay, big deal. I mean, I was able to recreate GPT-2 on my own server. So, okay, 2 years ago, this was cool. Now it's not.
Right.
So
You don't have have 3,000 NVIDIA chips in your server either, do you?
No, but we did heat that puppy up. I mean, I spent some money. We did crank that thing up there for a while. So
Okay.
something else that we said in the green room, or maybe Stu said it when we were live. All the stuff that happened with Nvidia and its stock price and other things like that. Again, I'm not giving advice. I will tell you that this week I sold Nvidia stock and I bought Nvidia stock. Okay, I will just tell you that straight up front. But you are going to see a whole bunch of lies about AI in the coming forever. And those lies are going to be motivated by stupidity, like people just talking out their butt. You're going to have people lying about it in order to try to perpetuate pump and dump scams. And you're going to see the same kind of stuff around AI that you see around Bitcoin and
Ah,
cryptocurrency, where people lie, and because there's always somebody trying to make some money off of people's ignorance.
it's good. That's a good comparison.
The other thing, Stu, is that does AI really matter anymore? And I want your opinion on this. Does the fact that something has AI in it anymore even really matter, since it's about as prevalent as the clap running through a fraternity house? Everything's got AI. I mean, my refrigerator has AI.
Yeah, I mean it's becoming more mainstream now in the last 2 years that people aren't as freaked out about it, and they don't even realize it's there now.
It's not a mechanism that matters.
Right.
And so it's kind of like, if you think, it's like electricity. This house is wired for electricity. Yeah, no kidding, Chuckles. I kind of expected that. Now, tell me about the house. No, seriously, like, it's like a car. Car has
It has
keyless
running
entry.
water. It has running
Yeah,
water.
it has toilets. Oh my God, toilets, water, and electricity. Yeah, no kidding.
That's
So,
funny.
but your car has keyless entry, right? Your truck's got at least got a remote.
Oh yeah.
Every car has a remote. Big deal. It's a car. Okay. Actually, Stu doesn't have
Remote
a car.
starter now.
He
Remote
has a
starter now.
he has
Yeah.
a big manly truck. He's got a
It is.
Ram. He's
It
Ram
is.
tough. It actually
It
is a really
is.
cool truck. I've ridden in it.
It's awesome.
So my point in all of this is that there's going to be so much hype now over AI because you got money involved, you've got propaganda involved.
You got
Anything that the
you
Go
got
ahead.
infrastructure going. It's kind of like when we built the internet. Remember that? Remember the companies that were making a lot of money when we built the internet, like Cisco,
Oh yeah.
in the 90s? Yeah, that was a good stock to have back then. And um, now it's the chip makers, now it's the energy makers. It's going to be a whole lot of infrastructure that's going to be involved, plus or minus how these things come out. And it was just one of those words that shocked the market, and typical knee jerk reaction of what we do and as humans. And now they're even saying, well, we don't really believe it's they only spent $5 million on it.
Yeah. And
So
all
everybody's
the
coming up
guys who are
together.
coming out and saying that are probably the ones that shorted Nvidia the other day so that they could clean up. But if
Ooh.
hey, I would never be a conspiracy theorist. It's like that Kermit thing, but that's just my opinion. Um, but if you think about all the people who have a vested interest in it, we're finally doing the AI report.
Yeah,
Now
you're
everybody's
right.
now
Yeah,
everybody's leaving.
yeah,
But I mean, if you think about all the people that have a vested interest in it, you said infrastructure, but you're talking about these big, huge $100 billion data centers.
yeah,
You're talking about energy companies that are they have a vested interest in these things sucking a lot of juice.
yeah.
Okay. You also have all the people that just want to put AI in anything. Okay. You also have speculators. I can't spell speculator, so speculators, but you got governments
Mm-hmm.
and you got all and anybody else. This whole thing of AI is the new, and you pegged it, man.
It's a
We
new
are
internet.
right back to 1994 with the new internet. We are at the dawn of the next internet.
Yeah, I think that's when I got my first email.
Yeah,
No, maybe a little earlier than that. Yeah,
you've got
yeah,
mail. You're
yeah,
still using that
yeah.
AOL account,
I have AOL account still. It's free.
but that was your AOL. I didn't know this, dude. I went to college. One of my fraternity brothers' dad started AOL,
That's nuts.
and I didn't even know that.
Mm,
So, bottom line is, when it comes to I don't believe the hype. And number two, assume that stuff has AI in it. And the only thing that really matters is, does it create the result that you need to build your business, to make more sales, higher sales, repeat sales, to build relationships with your customers and actually get the results you're trying to get in your business? That's it.
yeah.
And it's interesting how many people, which model are you plugged in? You don't worry about what model it's plugged into. Okay. I plug it in anywhere I want it. It's mine. I'll wash it as fast as I want. So my point is, don't sweat it. Look for the
Yeah.
result. Learn how to put it to use. That's the big thing here. And I think that this is just the beginning of these kind of shakeups, because I can you imagine the Chinese saying something like, I'm saying the Chinese Communist Party, okay, the people in charge, saying
Yes.
something like, wow, they're talking about all those investments and they really are ahead of us. We need to really screw them over. So, what we'll do is I got it. Let's make them think they don't need all the stuff they need to be able to do this and that we're winning the race.
Mm.
So what we're going to do is we're going to steal a whole bunch of older technology that we can get a hold of and then put it up there where the majority of people can't tell the difference between the old stuff and the new stuff, and say it's just as good as the new stuff, and we were able to make it on a PC somewhere in Nanking, and they'll believe us. And that's what they did. I can't see them doing that. So anyway, all right,
Well,
this is
that was a good
this
AI intro, Jim.
I want to see the
State of
comments
AI.
and stuff.
That's what that was. That was the state of AI introduction.
Um,
And how are we going to use it today, Jim?
well, let me ask you this question, Stu.
Yes.
All the AI stuff apart, and this is for everybody that's here with us live. And this is a legit question, okay? How many of you would like to have more sales? You want more
Yes.
sales, Stu?
Yeah, that'd be nice.
Okay. Would you like to make higher sales, like
Sure.
more money?
Yeah,
Okay. And would you like to make repeat sales?
absolutely.
Okay. Which one of those do you want?
I would
You,
say
I'm not
all
even going
of
to let
them.
you. Oh, thank you, God.
Yeah.
Yes, all. It's not, you don't have to choose. You want
Okay.
all of those. Okay.
I was
And
going to
one
say
of the,
repeat,
right.
but
Okay. Well,
you
that's
know,
just, yeah, repeat. I want
yeah.
more sales, higher sales, and repeat sales, because as soon as it gets to repeat, then it's going to be more
Yep.
higher and better until it spirals up to the point where Stu's got a private helicopter and he flies down here to train me 3 days a week.
That'd be nice.
Hey, if I was worth 100 million bucks and I paid you $1 million a year to fly down here every other week and train me and
Hell
hang out with
yeah.
me, okay, there you
Hell yeah.
go. Yeah, that you didn't even. I didn't even have to
I, I,
finish.
I got a price. I got a price.
Exactly. So what you're saying is all of your hopes and dreams and all the cool things you ever could do in your life lay on the other side of making more higher and repeat sales.
I would agree with that.
Okay.
Yes.
So in order to do that, there's this little thing called sales copy that you have to be able to put together in order to do all that at all the different phases. However, the problem is nobody wants to learn copywriting, become a copywriter, or hire a copywriter. And that's where copy hacking and copy and content come in. Now,
Mm-hmm.
if you want to sell somebody with a sales message, all sales messages basically come down to, and this is just bare bone in it, but all successful sales messages come down to answering 3 questions. And this is where we started out before we had the rant about communists and all kinds of stuff.
Yeah.
Um, and it basically comes down to 3 why questions. All right. The first why question when someone's looking at what you're selling is why you? All right. Now we can rearrange these or whatever, necessarily, people asking this in this order, but
Yeah.
it's why you, why this, meaning whatever you're offering, and then why now? If you really think about it, and this is the kind of thing I really think about, why you, why this, why now? If you can answer those questions, you can create an amazing sales letter, an amazing email, an amazing ad, an amazing sales message. Okay. So to prove that to you, we're going to do a little something. So
Okay.
Stu, what we're gonna, let me get organized here real quick. Um, all right, we're gonna come back to this one in just a second. We're gonna go over to Amazon. And what is the name of your first book? It's 12 Weeks to Buds?
Yeah. Complete guide to Navy SEAL fitness. You type in Navy SEAL fitness, it'll pop up.
Okay. Complete Guide to Navy SEAL Fitness, third edition, updated for today's elite warrior. Which, oh, you got a DVD. I've seen the DVD, dude. You were young once.
Yeah, that was a long time ago. I
Uh,
think I filmed that. I was 30 years old.
uh, okay. So this is Stu's thing. All right.
Right.
So now obviously this works pretty well. Do you sell this on your website as well?
I don't anymore because I got tired of shipping it out myself. So I just all my links go to Amazon now. So
Okay.
I let Amazon handle it.
Okay. So,
And that's an affiliate link too, by the way. So I'm
okay.
getting something out of Amazon.
Okay. So what we're going to do is we're going to create a short sales letter for this book, okay?
Okay.
But we're going to come at it just a little bit differently instead of thinking, oh, I got to write the sales copy or other stuff like that. So, short sales letter genie, got the easy button in it.
Mm.
I'm going to ask you a series of questions,
Okay.
okay? And you just, so everybody knows this is totally unrehearsed. So that
Yes.
this isn't going to be, this isn't what we usually do, which is I'm coaching Stu for the no, I'm just playing. We never
Uh,
rehearse anything. What are you talking about? Preparation. Okay, so the only thing I'm gonna put in here, I sell a book. Can't even spell it. That's why I dictate. Um, okay. My name is Stu Smith. Okay, so this is what I'm gonna do because I'm gonna dictate this. So all I want you to do is I'm going to ask you a question, then I'm going to dictate your answer. Okay.
okay.
So when I say why you, it's like why are you qualified to sell this book? Why should they buy this from you? Okay. Then the next one's going to be why this? Why should they buy this book? And the third question is going to be why now? Okay. And you can give me as much or as little as you want. But I just
Okay.
want to show that this now, why gives you what you need to be able to create this stuff. Okay. So the first one is why you?
I'm a former Navy SEAL
I'm a former Navy SEAL
and long time or 20-year tactical fitness coach
and 20-year tactical fitness coach
and have helped thousands get to and through this training.
and have helped thousands to successfully get to and through this training. All right. So basically a one sentence answer. Now, which is fine. Okay. So the
Okay.
next one is why this? Why should they buy this book?
This has a program that is designed
This has a program that is designed
to help you succeed
to help you succeed
with one of the toughest military training programs in the world.
with one of the toughest military trainings in the world, debatably the toughest training.
Okay. There are pictures,
There are
workout
pictures,
videos,
workout videos,
workout step-by-step instructions
step-by-step workout instructions
to help you take your current level of fitness
to
to
help you
new
take your
levels.
current level of fitness to the levels you need to complete this training successfully.
Yes. Also builds mental toughness.
You will also build unstoppable levels of mental toughness necessary. Sorry, dude, I
But
can't help
but
myself but
you
keep.
have to do it.
Okay.
And you have to start yesterday.
But you have to do it and you have to start yesterday. Okay, so the last question, you kind of started to answer that of
Yes.
why now? Okay, so why
Make
should they do the
today, yeah, make today day one, not one day.
you need to start now and make today day one of your journey to becoming an elite warrior rather than just being another day of wishing and dreaming for it.
Nice.
Anything else?
Yeah, your consistency
Your consistency
with these 6 day a week workout
with these
programs
6 day a week workout programs
will help you evolve
will help you evolve
into a more disciplined and mentally tough
into
candidate.
a more disciplined and mentally tough candidate who is capable of successfully completing the training.
Yes.
Is that good?
Yes.
Stu book copy sales letter. All right, so now we're going to click the easy button and here's the cool thing is that anybody can answer those questions. I mean, that's kind of the thought process of answering this is why you, why this, why now. All right, Stu Smith, former Navy SEAL, basic bio. We'll just leave that. Avatar, aspiring Navy SEAL candidates, successful Navy SEAL. Should we change that to successful Navy SEAL or successful Buds grad? I mean, ultimately, they want to be a SEAL. They just don't want to do Buds. They want to become a SEAL.
It's up to you. I'm
Okay.
flexible either way.
All right. I would change this to Buds preparation.
Okay. That's what it is, because you're not going to work out like this when you're actually a SEAL.
All right. Problem they need to solve. Overcome the challenges of Buds preparation. Pain point, feeling unprepared compared to other candidates. Critical question you need to answer. How do I get started the right way for Navy SEAL prep? Roadblock, think training requires innate fitness abilities. That might be requires natural fitness abilities.
You know what? It
Just leave
really
it.
requires
This is their objection. Then
effort. Oh, okay.
this is their
Got it. Oh,
objection.
yeah.
Thinking that
Okay. Got it. Yeah. Requires athleticism, like D1
Natural.
athleticism.
Okay. Bottom line, transform into a disciplined and capable elite warrior. Hey, that's pretty good.
I like that.
Complete guide to Navy SEAL fitness book, build unstoppable mental toughness, physical endurance, improve levels of consistent with Navy SEAL standards, successfully complete Navy SEAL training, reach high level. Okay, high level for elite buds training. Missing a chance to join the Navy SEALs due to poor preparation. Actually, whoa, that's a really good one.
That's the biggest killer.
12 weeks. Access to exclusive coaching insights and additional resources. That's pretty good. That's, I
Yep.
mean, that's all right. How much is the book?
$24.95.
Oh, excuse me. It's, I think based on this thing's telling you need to charge more. We'll have our boy Gary Halbert write a version of it. We'll do the DI and we'll do a BuzzFeed hook. So I'm gonna save this. So literally we could write 3 different sales letters. We'll just write one. So we'll do the formulaic one. And I'm gonna zoom in just a touch. And you're gonna tell me whether you like this copy or not. All right.
All right.
What matters is whether the people who pay money like it or not, but let's see what it does. All right. Unlock your inner warrior. Become the warrior you were born to be. Get ready to conquer the challenges of Navy SEAL training. On the desk at Stu Smith, transform your dreams of becoming a Navy SEAL into reality. Dear aspiring Navy SEAL candidate, Buds can prepare to unleash your full potential, conquer the notoriously tough Buds training with a structured fitness program designed specifically for dedicated candidates like you. This is not just a fitness book, it's a transformative journey that combines my firsthand experiences as a former Navy SEAL and 20 years of tactical fitness coaching to ensure you're fully equipped for the trials ahead. The Complete Guide to Navy SEAL Fitness offers you everything you need to achieve peak performance, build mental toughness, and rise to the challenges of becoming a Navy SEAL. Bro,
Nice.
dude,
That's really
that's
good.
more than just nice. That's good stuff.
All right.
Build
Cool.
unmatched mental toughness, endurance. In just 12 weeks, you'll not only improve your fitness levels to meet Navy SEAL standards, but also cultivate a relentless mindset that prepares you for the toughest training on the planet. This book is your ultimate companion to the road on the road to elite warrior status. Step-by-step workouts, no guesswork, visual learning, mental fortitude, avoid regret. Exclusive insights. Meet your trainer, the expert who leads the way. As a former Navy SEAL with firsthand experience, 2 decades of successfully preparing thousands of Navy SEAL training. Dude, this is mint.
That's lovely. Send it to me, sir. I'm going to send it to my publisher and tell him to change the sales copy.
That is some good stuff. I mean, I'm not kidding.
Yeah.
Just for grins, let's see what the Gary Halbert letter looks like. I'm just curious. So the big thing though is that having that mindset of, okay, I don't have to write the copy, I just have to give the information. And it's like, okay, well, give the information from the perspective of the person that you're trying to sell to me. Why should I buy this from you? Why should I buy this? Why are you qualified to sell this to me? And why do I need to buy this right now? You know? Look, I love this. Unlock your potential and dominate Navy SEAL training. Prepare to crush buds and become a Navy SEAL with the ultimate fitness guide. Dude, that's some strong copy.
That's strong.
This is your gateway to becoming a successful Navy SEAL. In just 12 short weeks, you can break free from uncertainty and catapult your fitness levels to those of an elite warrior. Dude, that is good stuff.
That's incredible.
You're a dream of wearing the Navy SEAL Trident, but do you have what it takes? This isn't just another fitness book. It's your roadmap to building unbeatable mental toughness and superior physical endurance, specifically designed for Navy SEAL standards.
Nice. And we didn't say anything about Navy SEAL Trident.
No, nothing.
No.
Now's the time to act. Secure the complete guide to Navy SEAL fitness for only $29.99. Stu's like, damn, this is good. Yeah, I need to raise my prices.
Yeah.
You'll receive exclusive coaching insights and additional resources designed to supercharge your preparation. This isn't just an opportunity, it's a necessity. Buds start soon, and every moment you wait is a moment you jeopardize your future as a Navy SEAL. Holy crap, Stu.
Gary, man, Gary is the man.
Gary
I won't.
is the
I won't
man.
ever forget. I won't ever forget what he said. You ever seen a Spec Ops candidate cry? That was like one of the best hooks ever.
So I'll grab the short one and I'll grab the copywriter one. So,
Well, thank you.
and the cool thing is, yeah, dude, those are good. But notice I was able to do that even, you know, God bless the easy button, man.
Yeah,
And it's anyway, but I mean, dude, there's,
that's solid. And
there,
you know what? That's almost a pure cut and paste. Like
it's pretty dang
edits,
close. It's
edits are minimal.
edits. We don't need no stinking edits.
Minimal edits.
And the cool thing is that you can, just as a reminder, you could output this as your copy block. So Stu and Gary sales letter, we could save that. And then you actually have access to that over on the copy blocks
Oh,
or the content blocks, not
oh,
copy blocks,
nice.
content blocks. We
Ah,
have this, so you could just copy this and you would be able to paste this right over into Shopify, or you could
neat.
actually copy the raw HTML. So you could just copy and paste it right into your WordPress, or you could download it as an HTML page and upload it to your website, do whatever you need to do. So, I
You
mean,
make it anything you want. Email, landing page,
yeah,
right? Yeah.
absolutely.
Description of a product.
Now, I'm just going to show y'all something real quick. Oh, Robert said, would this go on an email or landing page? Typically, we don't sell in an email. The purpose of an email is to pre-frame people, get them to click and go to where we're going to sell them. So I would not normally put this into this wouldn't go in an email with like a buy button or something like that. It's too long.
Right. Yeah, I would agree.
Um, but and I'm gonna do something real quick just to show y'all. But I'm gonna preface this by saying I really like ChatGPT. ChatGPT changed my life. I paid $20 a month for ChatGPT. I primarily use it for pictures because it's easier than anything else. I can just tell it make me some pictures and it does the pictures and stuff. So
Sweet.
I am not. People like ChatGPT. I'm not poo-pooing on it, but I do want to show you something here. Okay, you saw the cool stuff that we did, everything that it kicked out. And I'm going to come over here to Chat GPT and I want to give it a fair shot. I'm going to put in what we just put in with Stu. Okay. I'm just going to put it in and see what it says, which was nothing. Wait, something's happening. That's impressive. Are you currently coaching or running any programs alongside your book, like online training or in-person workshops? So I think that ChatGPT might want to become a SEAL candidate. My point
Yes.
on this is that ChatGPT is a tool, copying content's a tool. With ChatGPT, if you want what we just made, you got to know how to be a copywriter and you got to know how to do prompt engineering. The great thing with copying content is that we outputted an amazing sales letter and you don't have to be a copywriter and it's like no prompt engineering required. So I'm doing all the work behind the scenes so you don't have to, is the bottom line. And that's
Mm.
why this is amazing. So, and I truth be told, Stu, we're going to get real here for just a second. Okay. Nobody wants to be a copywriter. Nobody wants to learn copywriting. Nobody wants to hire a copywriter. And truth be told is nobody wants to fill out this dang form.
Yeah,
I had
but
so many
I will say that,
meetings.
look,
Yeah.
I will say this. Look, I've long before there were genies, there were wizards,
Yep.
and I needed that structure of filling out the form to help me create sales copy because
100%.
I know I am not good at it.
100%.
Right. And this is like takes that to a 10x level.
Sure.
Right. So,
And the problem though, and my buddy C Ray said it really well. He said, by the time you get done filling out the form, you're so invested in what you put in because you're just glad that you thought through the entire process that there's really no mental capacity left for edit. I mean, you don't want to mess with it because it's like I finally got it done. I understand, okay? But now it's done. And my job is to help figure out how to make hitting the easy button easier. And that's what we're doing. And so that's all. Teaching you this, why you this, why now, is a really good framework for getting the stuff out of your head that's going to make the easy button even more effective for what you're trying to get done. That was the whole purpose of this exercise.
I love it.
And now this is just straight up. I want to try something. I don't know what's going to happen, but you and I host Genie Hacking together.
Yep.
And so we're into just trying stuff. So I'm going to do a new project. I'm going to get rid of this. By the way, just so y'all know, when you load a project, when you save a project, whatever you have up here in the easy button should save. So if you ever were like, what the hell did I put in the easy button to make all that stuff show up?
Nice.
We're in good shape. So just wanted to throw that out. We make this pretty sticky up here. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to come back over here and I am literally just going to take your existing sales copy. I don't know what's going to happen,
Okay.
but I'm going to throw it over here and I'm just going to throw this in. Now I'm going to make sure that I add your name. Okay.
Yeah.
And then we're going to hit the easy button. And I just want to see what it comes up with. So I literally, I have no idea what's going to happen. This is just playing around, just two fellas drinking tea and coffee together, just seeing what happens. Okay. Look at that. Got your name right. Top SEAL instructor, certified nutritionist, author of the complete guide to Navy SEAL fitness. Interesting. Now this is saying that's interesting. This is saying that it's not necessarily that they want to become a SEAL, that they just are a fitness individual, as fit as a Navy SEAL. Interesting.
Yeah.
And for whatever reason, it's given extra stuff. But you know what? I'm not going to change anything. I'm just going to see what it does. Just because I just want to see what it does. And this is just for fun, just to see what it does. Here we go. I don't know if it'll be any good because I didn't really take any time to go through and edit that stuff, whatever.
Yeah.
Whatsoever.
Basically, you're doing a rewrite Genie.
Sort
Right?
of.
With the
Yeah,
easy button.
yeah. Sort of.
Yeah.
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 But actually, it's almost like I'm taking something that exists, I'm pulling it apart,
Yeah.
and then I could go through and tweak the individual parts, and then I'm doing it. But yeah, that is kind of what I'm doing. But the rewrite Genie doesn't give you a chance to tweak anything. It just rewrites stuff.
Right.
Prepare your transfer your Fortnite into elite warrior strength. Unlock your inner Navy SEAL physique today. Are you ready to create? So again, I don't know if this would be kind of start working fitness you dreamed of. Become the elite athlete you always wanted to be. Interesting.
Yeah. So basically, the difference is I'm writing it as a coach for Spec Ops candidates. My publisher is writing it as a book for anybody who wants a high level of fitness.
Uh-huh.
So,
And interesting. I wonder what would sell better, just going
I don't
after
know.
people that are exclusively interested in going to buds, or
Oh no, the fact that it's a 2008 book and it's still selling,
yeah.
it's pretty good. So it's got some shelf life that a lot of other, you know, written products do not have.
So, yeah, that's interesting though. Do you market it as that on your site?
Mm-mm, not at all. In fact, I
Huh.
use like hidden persuasion wizard way back when to create my sales copy on that page.
Okay. Interesting. But that was, I mean, I kind of like what this wrote better than what your publishers got. And they're not here to defend themselves, so you can agree with me or not. I don't know. I'm just playing.
Right.
But interesting. I never I'm going to try something else real quick, okay?
Okay.
If they're doing that, um oh, it did have your name at the top. Okay. This book is targeting men in their late 20s and early 30s who still want to achieve elite warrior physical status before it's too late. I'm just try that one difference in there and see what it does, because thinking about using this to create different sales letters or versions of a sales letter for different groups, I don't think it really changed it. Ooh, time is running out to achieve elite fitness.
Mm.
That's interesting. Um, and I'm kind of running down a rabbit hole here, but I just want to see what the call to action. I want to see what. I'm just curious.
No, I tell you, this is how you get better at the genies and the wizards. Is you gotta play around with them and see what happens. And once you do it enough, you kind of know what it needs.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
know.
Ooh, this is your moment. The clock is ticking and it's time to act. You need to seize the opportunity to train like the elite and prepare for whatever physical challenges lie ahead. As an added incentive, when you buy now, you will receive into exclusive updated certified. Okay. Anyway, this also gave me some real cool ideas for different hooks and stuff like that that you might be able to try.
Yeah. No, that's
Um,
cool. Thank you.
Robert says, I keep waiting for Stu to put something out for the ordinary person. Here's
I got a
he
bunch
has
of stuff.
stuff. He's got a bunch of stuff for
Yeah.
ordinary people. I'm ordinary. I mean, he's got me on the old man workout now for a while until I can lose the rest of this weight. Um, but yeah, he's got tons of stuff, and
Yeah. Over 40,
perhaps,
50.
yeah.
Yeah.
But that might be some messaging that could go on your site that maybe is not there right now. Um,
Well, I mean, there's a beginner section right there in the navigational.
I
Yeah.
understand, but
But
it's still you. And no, I'm not telling you to change your branding or anything like that,
yeah.
because you are what you are and you go after your audience. Um, but if
I
there
will
was
just
a
tell you this, Jim. Lesson learned over
uh-huh,
25 years ago:
uh-huh,
unfit people don't buy fitness books.
that is true. That is true. And the whole thing that you said, that your whole thing, like only the motivated find us or whatever. You
It's
still
true.
use that tagline?
It's somewhere on a few pages. I don't, overly do it,
Right.
but
You've mellowed over the
I've
last
mellowed. Yes.
12,
Yes.
15 years that I've known
I
you.
would say.
Um, but I think a couple things. Let's kind of draw this together for everybody. What are some takeaways from what we talked about today? Number one, don't believe all the hype about AI. Just focus on what are the results you're trying to get from the tools. And because there's going to be more hype and there's going to be more BS and more distraction and all kinds of stuff. So number one, what are the results you're trying to get from the tool? And in the case of CopyandContent.AI, the result is it going to help you make more sales?
Right.
Any other conclusions? And we don't like Chinese communists. That's another thing we don't like. And we're not big on the Russians right now. So,
Oh, I mean,
okay. What
it's
else?
a tool,
What's
plain and
that?
simple. It's a tool.
It's a tool. Yeah.
It's a
AI is a
tool, plain and
tool.
simple.
And does it help you
What
get the result that you're trying to get in
I
whatever
got
you're
a
trying
I
to
got a
do?
backpack full of tools. Just another tool, right?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Okay. Number two, when it comes to sales messages, and this is the biggie from today, not our musings over caffeine and other stuff like that, but when you are thinking of a sales message, when you are thinking of an ad, when you are thinking of marketing content, the questions on people's minds, not necessarily in this order, but these are the ones that I can just remember real quick. The questions on their mind are, why you? Why should I pay attention to you? Why are you qualified to bring me this? Why this? Okay. Why is this relevant to me? Why does this matter? How is this, why is this going to help me? Why? Like the 5-year-old with wirea. And
Hmm.
why now? Why can't I wait? Why should I get this now? Why should I give this my attention over all the other things out there in the world? And isn't it interesting that this applies to everything, like the article you're writing? Why are you qualified to bring in this article? Why is this important to me right now? And why should I even pay attention? Why should I act
Yeah.
on this?
Why should I even read it? That
Right.
that's yeah.
Yeah. And then translating that over into the tools and the genies gives you a framework to be able to use that easy button faster. If your thought process is, hey, when this thing's asking me for, tell us about this, tell us about yourself, tell us about your product, why do you matter to people? Why are you skilled in this area? Why is your customer potentially going to be paying attention? Why would they get emotional? And then there's who, what, where, when, why, and how, all this, but all that. But those three questions, man, when I make sure these are all ticked, my stuff works better.
Nice.
More views, more reads, more clicks, more sales. So those are my big takeaways. Any other big takeaways for you, Stu?
No, but I will say this. I used the genies this week in a way that they were not meant to be used. You want to hear how?
I 110% want to hear how. Might
All
even
right.
have you show us.
So you remember the course idea you guys gave me about the
Uh-huh.
mental toughness course?
Uh-huh.
Well, I created what I think is a 10-part series of probably about 20-30 minute video audio um, sound bites, right? Me
Okay.
me talking about different topics. I got 10.
Digestible
I
parts.
got a little intro and then 10 topics of them.
Okay.
Ways to build mental toughness, ways to cultivate it, things like that. Ways to develop it. And the way I did that is I came up with 10 things, right? And then I went into the
How'd you come up with the 10 things? Just off the top of your head?
yeah,
Okay.
yeah, basically on everything that I have talked about in the last 20 years, I went back and written about mental toughness. I had podcasts on mental toughness, and I just was like picking all of them that were relevant and things that I've already been teaching, and then I added yours in there too that you mentioned about not having an event to train for. It's hard to get motivated to go train when you don't have an event to train for. So anyway, I went to the blog post genie, easy button, cut and pasted that topic in there, and just said I'm writing a 10-part course on mental toughness. And so what it did was basically write an article for me that I am now in the process of about 50% of editing that article that is going to be turned into my talking points for the course that I'm doing. So that's the plan. Should be about 5 hours worth of video
Okay.
by the time it's over. That's my plan. Maybe 4.5, 5 hours,
But
and
in ten
10
digestible
easy.
parts that somebody could do on a ruck or a run or during a workout or something like that.
Yep,
Okay.
yep.
I
So
love it.
that's the plan. So you guys gave me that idea a couple weeks ago, I guess, and
When's it going to be done? Ha!
good question. My goal is to have it done before February and hit them hard in the spring, in the end of February. So
Okay.
hit them hard in the spring. So this is my winter project,
Okay.
and I'm gonna hit it with like springtime. Let's go.
And
So
are you gonna, let me put it another way. Would you like some help with the sales copy and then integrating it into the marketing on your site that we could do as a case study to share with people?
I would love to share that with you, Jim, and take
Okay.
all of your advice you have.
Okay. Cool.
Yes.
I'm excited because I'm gonna turn you into a case study. Everybody's gonna come buy that whether they want to get the fitness stuff or not. Um, okay.
Yeah.
So that's awesome. Congrats. Way to take action.
Yeah. It gave me a good idea, and now it's like flowing. You know, everything's flowing now. Now I'm just going through editing a little bit of stuff, and then now I'm gonna, take the next step and start, creating these little videos.
And then the next step from that would be to turn it into a book.
Oh, yeah.
Because I'm now, this is just you and me talking, everybody else is just listening.
Yeah.
So when I wrote this book, I wrote this after I'd been doing it for over 20 years.
Yeah.
Okay. Not, hey, let me do this and I'll write a book about it. But I've been doing it, thinking about it, living it, internalizing it. And so what's happening is the reason why you're getting into that flow state is because you are teaching from such a depth of knowledge and
Mm,
such a it's part of your being now. And
yeah.
that's why it's flowing. And so the only thing that I would tell you is you're real good with pictures and showing and the coaching and the other stuff, but anything that you can add to that book in the way of examples or case studies or kind of testimonial slash case study stuff,
I can do that. Yeah.
like so and so did this and this is what they did, you got to get
I
people's
think every
permission and
chapter
stuff.
should have a story, right?
Yes.
Every one of my chapters, every one of
Yes.
my presentations should have a story in it, and that's
Yes.
that's my plan.
And a
Yeah.
story, the best stories are the ones that you learned,
Hmm.
like telling a story, like, I know your stories,
Yeah.
the story of wanting to quit and your mom saying come home and you're like, oh crap, I can't come home, I got to just suck it up and
Can't
drive
quit.
on,
Yeah.
shoveling snow because you'd been sneaking out or whatever. I mean, all these different things that you've told me, those are the stories, dude, that I just pray will be in the book. but
Okay. Cool.
but this could
Yeah.
be, I'm telling you, Stu, I'm telling you as your friend, okay,
Yes.
this could be the book. This could be your copywriting secrets. This could
Yeah.
be the book that everybody wants to, because dude, the story that goes with it, the story of all the dudes that you've helped, all the people, the years that you've been doing it, the backstory.
Yeah.
It's not just you did it, but you've helped thousands to do it. And
Yeah.
these are the mental toughness techniques and strategies and tricks that I have used to help thousands of people. This is where you have to start promoting yourself and you have to bang your own drum because, dude, honestly, I could see you on stages all over the world if you wanted to be teaching on the topic because of the book. I could
Mm.
see you selling hundreds of thousands of this book. I see this so clearly, dude. I really do. So just saying.
I agree. I think it definitely. I mean, the book is like the easy button for me. I mean, that's just what I do. These courses are a step up from writing books for me. So I'm excited to do both, actually.
Right.
So yeah,
But that course and it's going to be a little bit different kind of book than what
yeah.
you're maybe used to.
Oh
So
yeah,
anyway,
yeah,
but okay, anyway, enough. Sorry.
yes. Sorry.
I'm excited. I want to read it. And then hopefully the next one after that will be the real-time stretching and workout with Stu video. So anyway, hey dude, you could do a Stu Smith power meditation video. Just sit down on the floor and don't say nothing for 10 minutes. And that's one of the bonus videos. All right. That's like your, anyway.
That's horrible.
I think it's great. It's a free bonus. All right. That's all I got. If you're not a member
Yeah.
of CopyandContent.AI, you should be. Head on over to CopyandContent.AI. Join us. If you are a member, jump in there, start using the easy buttons popping up all over the place. If you want to get in shape, head on over to StuSmithFitness.com. That's Stu as in thick soup, not stew as in with a U.
Right.
And we will see y'all next time. Have a great day, everybody.